Hello, and welcome to today's trending contract, Demise, set in Dubai and supplied to us today by JJ29133312. So onto our briefing, there will be witnesses. And onto our targets, and we have 5 of them, along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll start as the penthouse staff, and we'll bring a vial of lethal poison and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we are going to head straight down the stairs and to our first target. And we need to do a little bit of setup work here. So we're going to make our way along to the TV room, as I like to call it. We're just going to grab this kitchen knife while the guard isn't looking, and then we're going to make our way around to the office, and we're going to grab the golden idol here. Just going to crouch down so the enforcer lady doesn't see me. And then we're going to, we've already triggered this conversation. We're just going to let that play out, and when it does, the guards will then wander off, and the young lady enforcer is currently right behind us, but there is a wall kind of between us, so if we crouch down, we should be okay to slice open both of the parachutes. So that's both our primary targets dealt with, essentially. We do need one more thing to trigger them, and that's where we're off to next. So we're down another floor and on to the main level here. We're going to take out this camera because it's just going to be easier as we're going to come past this way again than keep avoiding the camera. We're going to make our way into the security office. We're going to grab the banana from the desk here and place it just behind the chair on the other desk here. There we go. We're then going to crack the safe on the wall, and the code is 6927, and in here we will find the emergency evacuation key card. So we're going to take that and exit back out of the security office the way we came, as we're trespassing in there, and then we're going to run around to the penthouse stairs, and we're just going to take out another camera. Now while we're doing all of this, the guard you can see just up the stairs there was on a phone conversation which has just finished, and once he goes into his next position, he will move into the security office and he will render himself unconscious. And if you haven't noticed, he has a red icon on the map. He is our target. So once he is unconscious, we're going to make our way back into the security room, render the other guard unconscious. We don't actually have to do that, I just like doing it. We're going to deposit them both in the closet provided, after of course we put one bullet in our target's head via the AK-47. Now the reason we're doing this, normally no one will come into this room, they won't be found. But because we're triggering a lockdown, the targets will come through this room. So we need it neat and tidy. So now that we have that room all cleaned up and we have the evacuation key card, we're going to return to the penthouse area, and we're going to trigger the evacuation. So the key card on the wall, we have just enough time to run around and up to the upper floor. There is an enforcer here we have to give a wide berth to. She's just to our left. Once we've triggered the lockdown, that will essentially get both Stuyvesant and Ingram to congregate at the helipad, and the helicopter is not yet fueled up and ready for takeoff. In fact it is, they just can't find the keys, but they don't want to tell the boss that. So they will go for their alternative method, which will be to throw themselves off of a perfectly good building. Unfortunately for them, we've already dealt with their parachutes. That will take a little while, so we are going to move on, and we are heading, there goes Stuyvesant, for our next 2 targets, and they are down in the basement area. So we're going to head all the way down, right down and into the black and gold bar, and then we're just going to stop off and poison the glass here on the counter. That will take care of the sheep a bit later on, and then we can continue on down to the basement where we will take on Miss Burns. And it's a rather fitting name actually. So we're going to make our way right into the kitchen. We're going to grab the propane cylinder, and then we're going to head next door into the conference room, and we're just going to stop about here because there is a camera there, and we're going to throw our propane cylinder just over by the whiteboard on the right, and then make our way out of the room around to the side here. Now do be aware there is a cleaner off to one side and a patrolling guard who will frequent us behind us. Now luckily enough they are not both looking at that point, although one of them has become an enforcer once we detonate the propane cylinder and take out Miss Burns. So all we have to do now really is wait. So Stuyvesant and Ingram are currently making their way to the drop-off point, shall we say. It's supposed to be the jump-off point, but there they go. So there goes Ingram, and there goes Stuyvesant. And their parachutes have opened, but have a rather unnecessary hole in them, which prevents them from working. So that just leaves the Sheikh Omar Al-Ghazali. Now his routine is quite a lengthy one, and we have still plenty of time before he actually drinks from this glass here. So what we're going to do, rather than wait by the exit, as we missed the Stuyvesant and Ingram kills from close up, we will come and witness the Sheikh, or Sheikh should I say, drinking his glass of wine and not liking it at all.
Man, this one looks like
so once our final target has demised himself, we can then make our way to the nearest available exit, which in this instance will be the elevator exit. So there we go, one more trending contract taken care of, and we'll get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.